Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Witchy Tarot. In today's video, I will be doing a general reading for March 2024. This video is for entertainment purposes only, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as this will help me build my channel. I will be using the Halloween Tarot card deck by Kipling West. Okay guys, so let's get started. Okay, so for your first card, we get the Ace of Ghosts. This is a really good start to your reading. So this signifies great love and happiness, or the ability to experience them. This also signifies powerful emotions, productivity, beauty, and pleasure. So maybe you guys are in a relationship right now, or in a marriage, some form of union, and everything's going well. It's pleasurable. You're happy, you're experiencing very strong emotions with your significant other. And in terms of your love life, things are going really great. So this is a really strong start to the reading. Okay, so for your next card, okay, Five of Ghosts. Now guys, usually 5 in numerology signifies a loss. And in particular, when it comes to ghosts, this deals with love and emotions. So 5 of Ghosts means the loss of a loved one. This is vain regret. You wish you did something different. You need to accept what happened. So maybe you lost somebody recently or in the past, and it really, really traumatized you. This could have been... Ooh, let me just focus the camera real quick. It's like... Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I just want to... Here we go. Perfect. So yeah, this could have been a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, just a loved one, someone who was very, very near and dear to you. And you regret what happened. You wish you could have done things differently, but unfortunately, what happened has happened. And this card is basically telling you that, you need to move on with your life, that you have to accept the things that have already happened, because you can't turn the hands of time. Okay, so for your next card, this is the Queen of Imps in the reverse. So this is closed-mindedness. This is being jaded. This is negative thoughts. This is a woman who needs to become aware of the world outside herself. So I feel like due to this loss of your loved one, you're having a hard time breaking out of this negative thought cycle. You can't help but reminisce and just feel so negative about the situation. And that, you wish you could have done things differently, but, it is what it is. The past is the past. And this card is basically telling you the same thing as the previous card, that you just have to accept what happened, and you have to change your mentality from a negative one into a positive one. Otherwise, you're going to stay jaded, and that's not good. You need to stop focusing on the negative. Okay, on the upside, we get the Lovers. All right. So this signifies attraction, love, beauty, trials overcome. So I feel like there's 2 things going on here for you. I feel like on the one hand, you're dealing with, let me just take that card that had to deal with loss. You're dealing with the loss of a loved one, but simultaneously, you're also experiencing great love in your relationship, whether this is a new relationship or you guys have been together for a while. This signifies to me that you guys are very much in love with each other, and that things are going well in your love life, which is really good news. Okay, so for your next card, you get the Page of Imps in the reverse. So this signifies holding back emotions, fatigue. Maybe you're feeling emotionally tired and drained after the loss of a loved one. So this is kind of talking to the other portion of the reading that deals with the loss of a loved one. You are emotionally, maybe even physically tired after all the trauma you've been through with losing that loved one. And you just don't have the energy, the emotional energy right now to really deal with the things that are happening in your life. And you're holding back your emotions. Honestly, this is telling you that you need to purge. You need to let your emotions out, because if you bottle it up inside, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. It's going to build up until it gets to the point where it explodes. And then, you know, it's just not good for you. Like, you just have to let your emotions out and accept what has happened, even if it was in the past. Or something you can do now. Okay, but on the upside, we get the 8 of Bats in the reverse. So this is actually one of those cards that's positive, even though it's in the reverse. And this signifies freedom, hope, relaxation. Emphasis on the relaxation. You guys definitely deserve some relaxation. Maybe a spa day, you know? Emotional release. Seeing things clearly. So maybe after you purge your emotions, all of a sudden, it's like you feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. Now you're starting to see things more clearly for what they are, instead of being, you know, foggy, you know, having a foggy brain, cloudy judgment. You're starting to see things with more clarity. You feel more freedom. You feel hope. To me, this card truly signifies hope, that, you know, there is hope. Things will get better despite all the hardship you've been through with the loss of a loved one, that, you know, this was a major setback in your life, but things are looking up and you're due for a comeback. And then, sorry that took so long, guys. And then in the same vein, you get the 4 of Imps. This is a well-deserved celebration of accomplishments. This is prosperity, peace, and joy. So this kind of speaks to the previous card, you know, that eventually you will be able to celebrate. Even though you may not feel like celebrating, that eventually you will be able to find, you know, prosperity. Most importantly, this card to me speaks about finding peace. That inner peace within yourself that you are longing for. Whatever heartbreak you're feeling, negative emotions, eventually you will find peace and reach that final stage of acceptance. Because in grief, there's 5 stages. There's, you know, sadness, anger, denial, bargaining, but eventually there's acceptance. And that's what this card speaks to, is that eventually you will be able to reach that final 5th stage of acceptance regarding what has happened to you in the past. Okay, but then on the downside here, we got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I don't know what has happened to you guys, but this card signifies that the past is catching up with you. Maybe you promised somebody something and you swore you would keep it and you broke that promise. And now this is the universe coming back and hitting you with karma 3-fold. Honestly, to me, I feel like this is the most important card in your reading, because this, to me, signifies that something happened. Maybe it had something to do with this loved one, where you promised them something and you swore up and down, yes, I promised you, I'm going to do this for you. And then you backed out last minute and it tore this person apart. And now you have to make amends. You have to ask for forgiveness. Otherwise, karma is going to reach you, and it's going to reach you 3, if not 10-fold. So you have to maybe pray, ask that loved one for forgiveness for what you've done to them in the past. Maybe you weren't there for them. Maybe they asked you for something, like if they were asking to live with you and you said yes, and then you turned your back at the end and you said, you know what, actually, no, I don't want you to live with me. And then shortly thereafter they died. Something that happened in the past that you need to ask forgiveness for. Otherwise, like I said, karma is going to catch up with you. So this is basically the crux of your reading, that even though it was the loss of a loved one, your relationship is going great. The most important thing that you guys need to take away from this is karma. You need to make amends with what you've done wrong in the past. So for your final card, okay. Well, back on the upside, you get the Sun card. Now, guys, this is the happiest card in the deck. this indicates a good partnership or marriage. So this is going back to, I guess, the love portion of the reading. You kind of see the two ogres, they're over here, they're snuggling, they're so happy together, the sun's out, we got sunflowers, you know, everybody's smiling. Like this to me indicates that you are in a good place in your relationship, that this person is going to be there for you for a very, very long time. They love you dearly, and that, you know, you don't have to worry. This person, you can rely on this person. They'll always be there for you. They'll do whatever it takes to make sure that this marriage or relationship stays a happy one. So, basically, to summarize, you hurt somebody you love and now they're gone. You need to pray and ask for forgiveness in order for their spirit and for you to move on. At the same time, you know, in terms of love, you're doing great. You got the Lover's card, you got the Sun card. So you're in a very, very good place in your relationship. So I'm really happy for you in regards to that. The only thing I suggest is you need to stop the negative thinking. You need to purge your emotions appropriately, whether that's going to therapy or talking to somebody about what happened. And most importantly, you need to make amends with this person, whether it's someone who passed or someone in the present. Whoever it is that you wronged, you have to ask for forgiveness, because karma does exist. Karma, not only does karma come back, it comes back 3, if not 10-fold. So you need to make amends with that person in order for them and you to move on. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe if it resonated with you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and cheers.